Hello, hey guys, it's Allison, and welcome to Pajama Talk Pals live for Pitmasters. How are you guys doing tonight? It was a sadder episode last time. I'm a little bummed, but you know what? I think we saw some great barbecue, and I can't wait to talk about it. Hello. Yeah, we sent home 2 teams, and that was... I know we're almost to the finale. It's like, I know it's going to happen, but it's always sad seeing teams go. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Let's do this. I got one. Hello. Oh, I like your hair. How are you
Thank
doing?
you. I got a cut, about a month ago, I guess?
It looks really pretty.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
Good. We're in the hundreds, but good.
No. No.
I can't complain too much. Normally we've had several days in the teens, 100 and teens. And I think the highest we got was 110 once or twice. So it's not bad.
No. I know. Bucko, how are you doing? Did school, and
I'm
school
doing all
started
right.
for both of you, or yours starts this
School
week?
tomorrow.
Courses start,
Yay.
the classes start tomorrow, but faculty had to be back last week. So.
Oh my God. Well, I hope you guys have a great school year. Break a pencil, as we
Thank
say in
you.
my family. Because you don't say break a pencil. But you guys, we got to talk about barbecue pals, but masters. Okay. It was kind of sad last episode. Like, did you feel like the kind of shift? Was it just me, or was it, I don't know. Did you feel the shift? Is it in my head? It could be both. I'm going to start
A
with
little bit.
Matt on this. Was it in my head? Was it kind of just
A,
more bittersweet? I don't know.
a little bit. I think we're getting to the point, because we've known these teams now for so many weeks
Yeah.
and watching religiously, that saying goodbye to 2 of them in 1 week kind of sucks.
Ew. Yeah. Especially since it was the teams that particularly didn't want to go see go. So, Michelle, do you
I agree.
agree? Was it kind of just bittersweet? Was it kind of, you could just sense the tiredness? Like, what did you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is bittersweet, but there
Yeah.
can only be one team for one.
That is true. That is
And
true.
I think the teams that went home, they're getting a little tired.
Yeah.
They're getting run down. Like the Canadians look like they could roll for a little bit longer still, and your team
Yeah.
looks like they could roll. I think the
Yeah.
finale is going to be just nail biting.
Because the
Personally,
finale's tonight or
Yes.
tomorrow night, right?
I'd have to look.
Yes.
I think it airs on Monday. I think it's a Monday thing. I
Yeah,
think.
there's on Mondays.
Okay, so it might be either this week or next week. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I'll have to look when we're done.
Oh man. I loved it. Obviously we found out what happened to our team, Matt and Max, right? Was
Yes.
it Max? Who's the
Yes.
one was it when
Matt was the one
Matt
that.
went down.
Matt
Yeah.
went down. So obviously he was able to kind of, get better. They gave him the oxygen, which I was very thankful you guys put me at ease last time, because I thought he was for sure going to the hospital. I was very worried. He seemed to be okay, and he competed in the next challenge. So it's, but we saw that. And then what did you think about that last? So we're talking brisket. Do we who wants to take the brisket challenge? Who wants to start it off? Michelle, and then Matt, do you want to do the family barbecue? Okay, Michelle, why
I
don't you
could.
start with that?
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
So they were on the final brisket of the core 4.
Yes.
They were already 10 hours into this challenge. So Isel and Grecia did Texas style brisket and house-made pickles. And one of the things I found interesting was that Isel used butcher paper instead of foil, because it kept it moister but still give you the crispy bits.
See, that's smart. I know
Yeah.
at
Very
Rudy's they
smart.
use butcher paper like that to kind of keep it in, but I didn't think about that for cooking. So that is really smart.
Yeah, we have a big roll of it when my husband's smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a smoker grill combo, so it makes it nice.
That sounds so good. That sounds good. Okay.
And then Susie and Christy did cherry smoked brisket, but they kind of like braised it, and then they were trying to crisp it up at the end. Reggie and Denzel did smoked brisket, and Max and Matt did live fire and smoked brisket. John and Connie did Big Daddy Portuguese brisket.
I liked the name for that one. Okay, so let's talk
Yeah.
about our. Okay, I'm going to start with the Canadians. I think the Big Daddy brisket looked really good. I liked the name. Sometimes funny names like I don't know. Sometimes they can be a little too silly, but I really like that, and it definitely was a Big Daddy brisket. Like I agree
That
with
was a
that. What
big
did you guys
sucker.
think about the Canadians this round? Either one, Matt. What did you think about the Canadians?
I think they kind of unfairly had some shade thrown at them by the judges
What do you mean
because
by
they
that,
had the
though?
comment,
Oh,
oh, with John
okay.
and Connie, we have lower expectations for them with brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not from Texas or down south, but that doesn't mean they
Yeah,
can't make a good brisket. So
yeah.
I felt like they kind of got a little side eye for no reason.
Yeah. Okay, I know I've been other states. Like I know brisket's big here. Is brisket not
Mhm.
big other places besides Texas? Is that like is it really not? Because I know tri-tip's huge in California. I know we don't do tri-tip here.
Well, brisket
But
is too. It depends where you go.
see, that's what I was
Mm.
thinking. Like,
Charred
is it
meat is always good.
yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I agree with you, Matt. That was unnecessary
It,
shade.
it felt a little like, oh, well, I know we'll
Yeah.
talk about Gracie and Saul's dish, but they're like, oh, we expect them to do brisket well versus John
Yeah.
and Connie being like, well, they do sausage, so they can't do brisket. I mean, they're Canadian. I'm like, Canadians can do things too.
You're capable. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, Michelle, what did you think about the Big Daddy brisket?
They're really good. I think Matt and Max had a better smoke ring on
Yeah.
theirs, but I would eat anything that
The
John and
Denzel.
Connie made. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah.
they they have a lot of skill, and I think they're getting discredited a little bit just because they are Canadians. Like we all got to
Yeah.
eat, man. So
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think that I'm going to be honest. I think I've underestimated them a little bit. And I know and I'm not, obviously barbecue is, I love eating barbecue. I've never really made barbecue. So I'm not pot kettle. I totally understand. But I thought, okay, well, they could do like maple kind of barbecue. The next challenge with them impressed the heck. I know we're not there yet, but it was like for the brisket, I was like, oh, the Big Daddy looks good, but the next challenge is when I really was like, oh my gosh, they could be like actual
Mhm.
contenders,
well, I think they look at their
Yeah.
physicality, and not everybody looks the same. They don't look like what you would think a barbecue person necessarily would look like here in the
Yeah.
States, in Texas, California, whatever.
Yeah.
They're quirky, but again, you can't go into a food competition and prejudge somebody based on where they're from or what they look like. You're judging the food. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, we had people who are pastry chefs. I mean, like we have so much. Okay. Yeah, and then I wouldn't think that some people look like pastry chefs that do barbecue. I didn't think that that really went hand in hand, which kind of cracks me up. I don't know. That's obviously I'm talking about saying. I know. I thought like maybe it's two different distinct kind of mindsets, because it's like one is like straight meat, pretty much, and
Yeah.
then one is like I don't know. I thought they were different. I know you're good at both. I'm not. Okay. But okay, so we had the Canadians. We also had. I want to talk about my team from San Antonio. I liked
Yes.
theirs. I think that they really, but okay, I was surprised. I know we're going to flash forward a little bit to them winning, but I didn't agree. The salt on the outside. What did you guys think about the big salt crystals? Did that deter you? No. Was it a no? Because I thought that was going to be a deal breaker.
no, because
Yeah.
he should have been tasting it ahead of time to know salt would make it saltier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they did, it's all in the editing, but we didn't see him tasting as he's cutting, and they had enough
Yeah.
burnt ends on the board to be able to taste it. And I'm
Right.
going to call out the editing on that also, because the comments made it seem like John and Connie had a better brisket.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, because they were saying like no, 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 no about the salt, and
Yeah.
then they won, and then there was nothing negative, and I mean, again, my team, grain of salt, woohoo! But
Ah, grain of
but I
salt.
was surprised about that. I was surprised about that because I was like, okay, I thought that the big grains of salt would have been like a no. Matt, did you think that? Like, what would you have seen, like, or thought?
I was surprised because I know, like, having very little background in barbecue,
Yeah,
I know typically you want to finish a protein with that Maldon salt. Yeah. Or as there's one creator I follow who calls it Maldiski. You got to hit it with that Maldiski at the end. And I've never seen brisket get finished that way in my experience.
Yeah.
But I will say there's one thing that was mentioned when they were temping it. It's like, oh, it's at the right temperature. It doesn't feel right. Let me try something with it. Yeah. Which really just speaks to the abilities of that team, is that, yeah, the thermometer can say you've hit your magic number, your meat is done and perfect. But a true pitmaster can say, yes, the numbers are there. Mm-hmm. And that's where cooking goes very much less of a science, more of an art. I love the vibes. Like, it doesn't feel right, despite the thermometer says everything's done. It's jiggly. The fat is rendered. Because by the numbers, everything worked. And, I mean, they did win the round, so I guess it did double plus work. But when you have somebody cooking like that and say, like, yeah, the thermometer says it's done, but that stood out to me as why they probably won that round, because I mean, they nailed a Texas brisket.
They did nail the brisket. I mean, it was beautiful. But I think that was that like you said, Michelle, about the editing, where it was like, to me, it was a little bit of a red herring, because they were saying, oh, well, no. Why would you do the salt? And then it was like, oh, yeah, of course
it's perfect otherwise.
Yeah, right. You know. And then I want to talk about what is there? It's Susie and
Christy.
Yes. Okay, what did you think about the way that they handled their brisket? It was, I know, because remember, they didn't do the tough, what do you call it? The rendering on that, not the rendering, that's not the right word. The crisp on the outside, what's that called again?
Yeah, the bark.
The bark. So remember, theirs didn't have bark, and then because they were really focused on getting like the juices, and then they did some kind of new technique. What did you guys think about that? Like, that was, I don't know how to describe it, because it was like, I didn't even know. And so they're like, well, maybe we're inventing a new way to barbecue. So I don't think they even had a name for it. What did you guys think about that? I'm going to start with Matt, because you're rolling your eyes, and I'm coming to you, Michelle.
I'm like 60-40 on liking it.
Okay.
On the one hand, I like the idea of glazing after you've got the smoke ring. Right. You do sacrifice the bark, but I think there was a better way to do it that wouldn't end up drowning the meat. Yeah, that's where their biggest critique was, at the comment of, this is grease on Greasy and Saul's plate. This is jus on Christy and Susie's plate. And I think that's where the biggest issue came in there, is that they just overdid it with the base. Like, had they pulled it, put a little splash on, just to get the flavor, but still letting the meat be the main showcase, I think they could have done that better. I mean, maybe it's sacrilege in barbecue to do what they did. I am not beholden to the barbecue gods. I do not. Although I will consume, I do not worship at their altars. Therefore, if they want to smite me, they can come and do it.
Yeah.
But it just felt like the idea sounded cool. I think the execution was the issue.
Yeah, I want to agree with you, and I'm coming to you, Michelle. It's like, I want to agree with you, because it's like, I think juicy barbecue is 100%. Like, I love a juicy brisket. I had a brisket last week, because I'm addicted to meat now. That it was like, when it was like the leaner kind, and it's like, I am not a fan of leaner. Like, I want that thing greasy, where I'm like, oh, is my stomach gonna hurt later? I don't know. Like, I want, you know what I mean? I need that. And it was so lean, and I know that people like that. I'm not a fan of the lean. And I think, so I thought that they were doing something really interesting by infusing all of that moisture. But I also really like the crispy of the outside. Like, I really like the bark. I just started, this sounds so silly, but KFC. Okay, so they have like the like a drumstick, right? And they have like the skin on the chicken, and then they it's fried. Okay, I used to take off the skin, because I was like, ew, why would you? Now I eat the skin, because it's like, I like, because I was like, ew, that's gross. But no, I eat it, right? And it's like, because I like that crunch when I'm eating my chicken. So it's like, I picture that. It's like, why would I have wanted the KFC chicken without the crunch now? Like, now that I've experienced the crunch, and I kind of you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the crunch of the brisket without the soft, and I can't picture a KFC chicken without the crunch of the skin. That's how I equated it. I don't know. Michelle, what do you think? What do you think?
Wow. So I don't know that doing a braise was the right way to go for a barbecue competition. I mean, it just there are so many other ways that they could have, done, as we saw with the other competitors. True. And I think if they pulled it out sooner and tried to get a little bit more of a bark on it, and I agree with Matt of like lightly hitting it with the glaze at the end so that they have a better chew on the outside. But I think for the main thing was a weird flavor. I think they were getting a weird flavor from the cherry. Because
I mean, are you a fan of? And the Mumbo said, "I like the crunch too." Thank you. I do too. I'm not a fan. I don't think of cherries and beef. Is that like a combination that's very popular?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not as much. No, cherry is usually like your poultry, your pork.
That's what I'm thinking, like cranberries, like and turkey, and like I don't know. I thought that was a weird combination too, Michelle. Like, I'm glad you brought that. I was like,
I'm sure that like maple would have been better, or something mesquite, something better. But just I don't know. I think they tried something, 2 or 3 new combinations of things.
Yeah,
and it just didn't really work out.
Yeah. What did you guys think about Denzel and oh my gosh, why am I forgetting teams? Reggie, Denzel and Reggie's. Like, because I mean, there was something they also kind of did something a little bit different. Unfortunately, obviously, we lose them, which that was hard to see, man. Like, what did you think about their dish? Did you feel that it was a dish worthy of being sent home, or did you think that, yeah? Okay, I'm starting with Michelle, and I'm coming to you, Bucko. Michelle, why do you think that it was a dish worthy of being sent home?
I actually agree with the judges. They cut too much fat off. You have to have the fat to render into the meat, and you can't have dry brisket. If you think it's going to be dry, at least make like a jus or a sauce for them to dip the meat in if they choose. But like if they had a jus, maybe they borrow some of the cherry jus and use it to dip the meat in right before serving. That would have given a little bit of moisture. But
how hard would it have been to make a barbecue sauce?
Not very.
So I mean, to me, that's a really good way to kind of hide like leanness, is just to have like a sauce like that. I don't know if that it would have. I don't know if that would have worked.
Well, I mean, some of the competitors they've lost points pretty much for not letting the meat shine through. So barbecue sauce will hide any dryness, but it will also mask the flavor of the meat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really well. So, Matt, do you agree? Like, do you think that they could have hidden it with barbecue sauce? No, they should have let the meat.
The problem is when it comes to brisket, from my experience, the meat itself is only half of what makes brisket good.
Okay.
Because when you cook a brisket properly and the fat just permeates throughout and renders out, the juiciness is like when you think of a steak. What makes a good juicy steak? Good marbling, because the fat is dispersed throughout.
Yeah.
If you demarble a steak and cook the bejesus out of it, you have a hockey puck.
Yeah.
If you take a brisket and cut out like the inch of fat above it, which you're relying on to keep it moist and juicy and get that brisket jiggle, it's not going to work. And when I saw them trimming it, I was like, what are you doing? Like, you're taking away the best part.
Do you think that was like was that a tired mistake, or was it because that's what they really, like, I don't know what was going through their head.
My thought is always you can take it away at the end if you want to get rid of it. Again, going back to that steak example, I would cook a ribeye with the fat cap on it, let the fat render, and then before serving, trim the hunk of fat off, so you're not just giving people a bunch of gristle. They pre-trimmed it. I think that's where their problem was overall.
I mean, I think that maybe because they were the comic relief, maybe because they were
very much the comic relief.
You know what I mean? It was like, I felt like, and maybe because I'm just thinking Hercules from last episode. Like, I know it wasn't this one, but that cracked me up, man. Hercules. But no, I think it was just that all of them were just like almost there. It was like, like you said, it was just right on the cusp. They just weren't, And I think that they were showing us their best. So, I mean, I understand why they had to leave, but I think it was just kind of a bummer, man. Like, I don't know. And then,
Losing to anybody at this point's a bummer.
yeah. And like, do we have any other teams we haven't discussed? I think we got all of them on that one.
We didn't talk Matt and
Okay.
Max.
Yeah.
Because they had a very interesting comment in the judging that I didn't think of personally, because I don't own a smoker. That you want to let your smoke burn dirty first, and then when it's burning clean, you put your meat on.
Mm-hmm. So burn dirty, what that means is just like make it burn all the bad stuff off, and then
getting the start.
Yeah. Okay.
Get all the nasty, all the volatiles, all of the chimney smell, as they called it.
Hey, Evan, how are you? Obviously, this is Evan. He's an actor. He was on the show Ozark. So, hi, Evan.
Oh.
But yeah, hi. Okay. So get all that bad stuff off first.
Yeah. And I would have never thought of that, because I feel like every time you see somebody when they got the smoker and they're just throwing the wood right in, being like, okay, we're keeping temperature, we're throwing more wood.
Yeah.
And it seemed like their approach, I was looking at, they did have charcoal in there as well. I think that might have contributed a bit to some of that ashy taste.
See, I don't like the taste when you're like at like a picnic place and you're doing like barbecue and you have like the bag of charcoal and like you have the lighter fluid and it just obviously the grills aren't that clean, and I'm picturing like at the beach maybe, and then you're scraping the hamburgers and you just taste like the burnt on like the grill itself and the burnt from the coals, and it's just like I hate that taste. That's like the one thing and I pictured it tasting not to that extent, but a little bit flat when they were talking about that kind of ashy like taste that you were talking about. That's what I pictured, and I was like, that's not a good taste in my opinion. Michele, do you agree with that? Are you a backyard barbecuer who has done that? Like, do you use the charcoal? Like,
so I mean, I've changed how I do the barbecue over the years. We grew up. My dad would cook on foil because he hated cleaning the grill, so he put a layer of foil down. Yeah. So at the end, let the grease congeal and you throw it out and you have a clean grill to start the next one. Yeah. I think they were trying to rush it because it wasn't coming to temp, it had stalled. So, because he had the torch or flamethrower there too for a little bit. So, I think that might have contributed to the off flavors on their final product.
Yeah. Yeah.
They tried to rush it. They tried to rush it because they were in the last hour. And you can only do it so fast. And I think the timing was off. I don't think it was due to Matt's
his illness. Yeah.
No, I don't think it was due to that. It was just they didn't have their fire right.
And I'm thinking about it, like these fires have been burning for 4 days now. Is that like consistently like for 4 days? Like I'm wondering, this is just like a science question because I don't know this answer, but like they're obviously putting new new wood, new coals, new whatever they need, but it's like, do the fires ever get old? Does that make sense? Like where it's just like you have too much crap from.
No, they would just pull it out and feed it new stuff.
Okay, so it's not like they would just have. I'm just picturing just like, again, like picturing those backyard ones or the ones at the park where it's just like there's so much crap on it from. Sorry, that's probably an awful way to describe food, but like there's so much stuff on it, from all of those different uses. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just was picturing at this point, like, okay, 4 days. That's a lot of ash. I don't know.
They're raking it out regularly with the stuff at the beach and all that. You're kind of more just like people burn stuff, walk away. Versus here, they're actively tending the ashes, actively raking out the pits. I mean, there's a little more care. I would say.
I would say that too. Well, I think it's kind of the perfect transition though, because obviously we said goodbye to our boys, which I was very sad. But for the backyard barbecue, which is our next challenge, which they had to do a protein and 2 sides. Do you like the idea of a backyard family style barbecue? Especially this, so it's a 3-hour competition. Who wants to take it? Who wants to start this one? Because it's for Matt.
I will jump on this one. Please. Because I love the concept of this, simply because this is also how the show started.
Mm-hmm.
All of them cooking a family style meal. So I really liked it, and I feel like we got a good story out of everybody as they went through. I have for Matt and Max, I want to try doing this. A French onion stuffed pork loin
Sounds so good.
as their protein, with a side of cheesy cauliflower and watermelon salad.
I have thoughts on that one, but I want to hear your thoughts
Thanks.
first.
I have many thoughts as well.
Okay, do we want to let's discuss
go through all the yeah.
Let's discuss each individually, just because I think that that way we don't forget anything. Okay, with that one, I'm going to be on. I'm going to do a 2-second thing. The cauliflower itself was gorgeous. I loved all those different, like the purples and like the colors were great. It did. I know the judges talked about it. I think you were talking about like just dumping the cheese on, where it's like, have I done that with for my kids? 100%. Like trying to hide vegetables, which is not a good thing to do. Like, so I agree with that. The watermelon salad. It was, I mean, it looked beautiful, but you guys go ahead.
It looked like soup. And if you think about the first week, we lost the mother and son combo because no.
Yeah, it was the first week.
Actually, no. That was like soupy. They didn't drain, one of the vegetables was too soupy. I mean, I'll credit that one to probably their being tired.
Yeah.
Just because.
Do you think they would have been better if they hadn't even put the cheese on it? And this is not coming from a cheese hater, which it is, but it's, to me, I think the vegetables look beautiful on their own. I think masking it in the cheese was not the right move. Personally.
I think they should have probably like steamed them a little bit or boiled them just a smidge to soften them and then finish them on the grill and just toss them with butter and salt.
Is that what you would have done, Matt?
I was thinking puree.
Really?
Do a smoky cauliflower puree.
Kind of like a swoosh thing?
Well, because the way they're plating and serving, it'd be a giant bowl.
Yeah.
You could put a drizzle of something on the top. You could make it look really nice and make it very family style. And because the cheesy cauliflower felt boring. I mean, I was meal prepping for lunches this week. I'm like, I'm going to throw some broccoli in the oven and I'll throw some Parmesan on top. Like it's boring. It's simple.
What if they turned into a dip?
That'd be good. That'd be really good.
What would you have done with the dip? Would you have done like a ranch type dip or no?
No.
Like a pita chip.
Cauliflower and do pita chip or bread.
Oh, for the smush or for the puree. Okay.
Yeah. See that I can get behind.
Okay.
That I can get behind. And to their watermelon salad. Oh, good. Sorry.
The cuts look great. I will say the cuts were really beautiful. But go ahead, Matt.
For the watermelon salad, my biggest gripe was, where's the barbecue element in it? And that could be an editing thing, but there was no char, there was no smoke. It just felt like we put watermelon in a bowl and it turned into a goop, so here you go, it's soup.
Okay, see, I can't wait to hear what you think about the show, Chef JT. Okay, here's my thing. I love watermelon at barbecues. Like, I think that's wonderful. Mm-hmm. So I could see if you were going to do it just as a theme, like people bring watermelons to a barbecue. Hey, how are you doing? I like that. But I agree with you. It didn't have the smoke. It wasn't charred. Like if they had put it, like even sliced it, like if you were going to do like the triangle, put it on the grill and just did like a could have been interesting.
Because that's what John and Connie did.
They could have smoked the
I forgot about that. Sorry, I forgot about that. Do what now?
They could have smoked the cheese and then added it, but they just had too much liquid.
Yeah, I just didn't. And what were the things? They had things in it. The little black things. What were those things? It's like they had the things and they had like the chunks. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what the little things were.
I didn't write it down.
Okay, they had the things, and then they had the
things and stuff.
It was like watermelon, but then they had, what was part of it?
I think they had blueberries, maybe.
Is that what they were? Like
maybe
they were like a black color, or like they were like a darker color.
Blackberries, blueberries, some kind of additional fruit.
Sorry, I didn't write it down. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that. So I forgot about can we talk about the watermelon? Can we talk about, watermelon doing right with Connie and
John?
Yeah. Do you want to go, let's move to them next?
Yes, indeed. So they had a chili cheese beef smoky, which I am learning is a specific type of sausage. I was little smokies because they were just little sausages, but apparently a smoky is a specific thing.
You never know. They had that's cool.
What I consider to be a brilliant dish in the charcoal roasted carrot cheesecake.
I want to make that soon. It looked delicious.
I literally saw that and I thought of you.
Mind-blowingly good
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
And then the grilled watermelon feta salad, which I feel like here's the difference, is that Matt and Max, who unfortunately did go home because of this round, were told their salad felt like an afterthought, whereas John and Connie, who won the round, their salad felt intentional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I like seeing dessert as part of this barbecue challenge because it's like that's something, and I know again, newer home. I don't want to say chef yet. Newer home cook. It's with barbecue. I always just think it's meats and like a potato salad, a coleslaw. Like I think it's very like the basics. And what I'm loving with this competition is seeing how many different desserts they can make with those same barbecue techniques. To me, it's blowing my mind. Like I'm absolutely loving it. But I never thought about making a cheesecake on like a, it was on the live fire. What I don't remember. But I
Her
remember it was
trifle was delicious. Yeah, she wrapped the carrots up and put them directly on the coals to roast them.
that was crazy. They
That's
were
smart.
candied, right?
No, then she had some small ones that she candied for the top.
It looked beautiful.
And that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you agree? I mean, like, what did you think? Obviously, they won this challenge, but like, Michelle, do you agree with Becco? Like, did you like the techniques? Did you?
Oh, I loved it. I have not thought of doing a trifle with the cheesecake. Both
so good.
Gracia and Connie did a slightly different technique with each one, but both looked delicious.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the judges of griping about the chili because chili is different no matter where you're from.
Because it's with beans or without. I always say it's with beans and meat.
Well, they said they want it a little bit hotter. Well, again, you're eating a lot of different food and not everybody has the same heat tolerance. So going a little under is always better than blowing somebody's palate out.
And one person's heat could be another person's completely nothing. Could be mild as hell.
Yeah. No, chili dogs are like, if you were going to say my favorite food besides Thanksgiving dinner, it's chili dogs. I love chili dogs. Chili dogs, I mean, are my comfort food. I just love them. I love them. I love hot dogs. Oh, I love it. I love seeing the chili dogs. I even would have tried that chili cheese dog. Like it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good.
Looks really good.
I'll admit. But no, I think they're really stepping into their game. I think I don't know. Like this was the first time I really thought, okay, wait a second. Not that I didn't think they could be competitors before, but I think now I'm like, no, they are really truly competitors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think though the previous round where they got dinged for not focusing on the meat, so the brisket they focused on the meat. I think that kind of helped set them back. Okay, this is what we have to do.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, did you see all the stuff they do? The mountain biking and stuff. I got tired watching that.
And I mean those dang active people. But it's crazy, yeah.
Well, and they said I guess they have snow 8 months out of the year.
Mm-hmm. Because it's Canada, right? They say Calgary, right? I think
Calgary,
it's Calgary.
Calgary.
I have no idea.
Calgary is part of the country where you got a lot of snow. You got to just make do with what you got.
That's crazy.
I love they made a note that the way they were doing this was meant to be a nod to how you have to rely on all your canned vegetables when you can get them. I would say I feel like this was John and Connie being like, oh, they think we're just sausage people. Let's prove them wrong. And doing so just with such amazing intention. And 10 out of 10 would eat every bit of that and ask for seconds.
I loved what you brought up about the canned foods. Like thinking about it, like especially if there's going to be 8 months, like you said, out of the year with snow, you are going to rely on those canned products. And I know that that's something that both of you guys have brought up with TOC and with 24 and 24 that you wanted to see more incorporation, especially Michelle. I know that that's a big point with you with like more canned goods or frozen goods because that's something that we as home cooks use on a daily basis. So I loved seeing that. And I liked the way that they did like the candied carrots. Like those were just little tiny cute carrots. And I'm just picturing Maxie's going to start a little garden at my grandma or my mom's house. And he does like the little carrots. And I just remember growing up in Wyoming, we did carrots one year and it was just so exciting to like pull them up and see how they grow. So I'm a big carrot fan. So I thought that was wonderful. I was very impressed with them. Okay, let's go into the next one because I could talk
All
more
right.
about them. But
All
yeah,
right. Next up was Susie and Christy,
y'all.
who did a dry rub salmon with a mango salsa, a mountainberry
Yeah.
chocolate cake, and a pivot away back to a repivot of a smoked seafood deviled egg.
Oh, I have so many thoughts. I'm gonna let you go first, Matt, because I have so many thoughts, and then Michelle, I'm coming straight to you.
I feel like at this stage in the game, the key word for these dishes for Susie and Christie was simple.
Okay.
And there's not, and I want to immediately follow it up with the clarification that simple doesn't necessarily mean bad. Simple means simple. And there is an artistry in simplicity. We were just talking about it at dinner tonight that
Yeah.
Marissa makes a really good vodka sauce.
Mm-hmm.
At its core, it's nothing more than tomato paste, vodka, cream, basil, some Parmesan, 5 ingredients put together. That's it, really.
Okay.
But there's something about the way that those simple things can come together. And I think that's where Susie and Christy really, I can't say missed the mark. I think missed their chance for elevation. Like the Mountainberry chocolate cake, making a cake is a flex. Live fire cake is a flex. We can all agree on the baking being an impressive feat. But just plunking the berries in there whole, even if this was out of a bakery, I'd be like, well, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
This just it felt like the idea was there, but the execution wasn't. And they kind of got the same ding for the deviled eggs, which went from we're doing deviled eggs, we're doing seafood salad, we're doing seafood salad on deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Which I think the dedication to keeping the deviled eggs is also what kind of sunk them there, because it's deviled eggs on their own, when if they're not peeling right, are damn near impossible. Like we can all agree there.
Mm-hmm.
But once you've got them peeled and you pipe in your egg yolk and your mayonnaise and everything, putting the seafood salad on that didn't really elevate anything. I'm sure it was delicious, and I would eat the hell out of it. I love a deviled egg, but it just felt like it was lacking an oomph.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they'd
And
done
that,
like a tea, dyed, crackled the shells, and after she saw one was having problems, dyed them with tea or beet juice or something to give them a little bit more visual pop, maybe might have helped.
Yeah.
it was lacking oomph. But at the end of the day, I would eat all of that. I mean, you put a tray of deviled eggs in front of me, I'll hand you back an empty tray.
That was like my pregnancy craving, was like I loved. And so my cousin and I were pregnant at the same time. When I was pregnant with the twins and she's pregnant with her son. And basically we had 48 deviled eggs, like 48 eggs, literally 12. Okay. We ate all of them. It's so bad for us. It was so good though.
Eggs.
Like deviled eggs
So many
are,
eggs.
oh God, I'm not even joking. Like it was so bad. But what I love about a deviled egg is it is so simple, but it can really taste elevated. Like if you, with the right ingredients. I did see the issues when they were, she was trying to peel them and that, it wasn't getting the right peel. And then it looked like she only had one carton of like 12. I was really surprised. I mean, maybe that was just that shot, but I thought that was kind of interesting. But I'm coming to you, Michelle, because you're our baker. I mean, not that Becca's not our baker, but I know that is, your main
That's her arena, not mine.
arena. I really wanted to see like a whipped cream or like something on the top of the cake. It looked good, but it's like my favorite part of the cake is like the topping. And I know not all cakes need it. It's like, but with that, I really wanted either like a lava center where it's like, because I just don't like the I'm not a big carb person. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't want just bread. And it's like I felt like it was just carbs. It wasn't like carbs and then like a liquid or like carbs and then a sweet. Does that make sense? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a great example, but Michelle, does that make sense to you? Like,
Well, I think it was very plain. I agree with
yeah,
that. She could have made whipped cream to go on top.
yeah,
I'm sure they have the means to do it. They could have done a small, pint of ice cream. They might have had ice cream in the freeze.
yeah.
The another way would be, and I agree with Matt, of the whole berries. They had time to reduce them down and make a sauce and then swirl it in.
like even a I want to say it's a compote, but like just like a on top, just something to kind of, I don't know,
You're
or
not
even
wrong.
mixed in. All I'm just thinking is it's just really flat. Okay, I know that's not the right word, but flowery. Does that make sense? If you're
Well,
thinking about it,
it's also, I mean, she made a big block of cake, and I would think
yeah,
maybe find the smaller, I know they have them, the smaller cast iron pans or something, so
Mm-hmm.
that you could have a couple smaller ones to sit around to make it look a little bit more decorative.
yeah,
And then you could have like swirled cream. They could have made swirled cream cheese through it
or so. Yeah, I don't know.
to liven up the color, the visual pop
But
of
then
it.
I think what was so surprised about that is if they had the salmon plate, which was my favorite plate of this entire challenge was their salmon.
I
It
was
was
afraid it wasn't going to cook in time.
it was a thick piece of salmon, but just the colors, just the way it was presented on that, it was like on a wooden thing. Like I loved that whole presentation. I thought that was gorgeous. It was like the mangoes, right? It had like some kind of fruit. It was like some
The
kind of,
mango salsa. Mango
yeah.
salsa.
I liked that.
Which
I thought
love mango salsa.
I do too. I do too. So like
Mm-hmm.
I think that was like my favorite uh aesthetic dish. And I love a salmon. Like I love salmon. But I agree with you. Like did you think that the piece of salmon was too thick? Did you think that the way that they were preparing it was just too slow? Like I want to hear from both of you guys. What do you guys think about that?
I was worried it wasn't going to get done because they waited so long to put it on because it was such a big piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt,
Yeah.
you same with you?
I agree. I mean, my biggest concern is just whenever you have something like that, we've seen so many raw entrees this season that something had to give, and I was hoping it wasn't going to be the salmon.
I will say I did give myself poisoning from the salmon on Food Network before, so just raw salmon is no, no, no. I will never have raw salmon again. I'll never do it again. But no, I like the salmon. I like the salmon. I like their dish. Okay, we're missing one. We're missing Esau and my
Yes, yeah.
team. God,
Yes.
I keep wanting to call her Graciela, and I know that's not her name, and I'm so sorry. My neighbor in Casper was called Graciela. So yes. What did you think about the San Antonio team?
Oh, they nailed this. I mean, you had espresso rubbed lamb chops with a cherry peach glaze. You had the borracho beans that apparently was made when they first started dating.
Yeah.
And that's just a beautiful. I'm just like, yep, that there. And then a baklava blackberry pistachio cheesecake. When we talk about innovation on this show,
Yeah.
putting phyllo dough in live fire
Yeah.
to then make a cheesecake with it.
And going with a no-bake cheesecake was smart.
Yes.
Yes.
I just everything about those three dishes. I mean, give me a plate, I'll take seconds.
Okay, the borracho, I don't think I'm
The
pronouncing this
borracho
right.
beans, yeah.
Okay, so 2 second story. So there's this girl down the street, and she's literally like a child, but my daughter always gets invited to her birthday parties, and I love going, and all of the parents love going to her because her parents make the best. So that's where I have the cactus. That's where I have a lot of like the different foods that I'm trying in San Antonio. Like always has the best. So they had these borracho beans, and it was like they could not keep. So they made I'm talking like like tins this big of just beans on beans and beans, and we made ourselves like almost sick because we ate so much of those. So it's like I know what those taste like in San Antonio, and they are so good. So like when they brought those, and they're like, "Oh, this was one of our first dates." I'm like, "Yep, that's a San Antonio thing." Yep.
Yep.
It felt so much like home, and it just was. Oh God, it looks so good. Michelle, do you agree? Like, I mean, the no bake cheesecake. You said it was brilliant, or I don't remember.
Brilliant.
Was that you that said it was brilliant, Matt? Or
Michelle
now
said it was
I'm like,
brilliant. I'm agreeing with
It's,
Michelle
I
on that
mean,
one.
yeah,
going with the no bake is for cheesecake in that environment. That's where the competition's at. That was a
yeah,
smart way to go.
yeah,
Her and Connie, but I mean, Connie both, because
yeah,
cheesecake in an oven, you have to monitor it if you're going to do a baked one. So
yeah.
the only thing I would have done different is I would have drained the seeds out, or put it
Oh
through a
yeah.
strainer to get the seeds out, because not everybody likes seeds in their desserts.
So,
But other than
I
that,
don't know.
man,
Yeah,
she had it going on. Don't
yeah.
underestimate bakers. Look how far Zach Young has went in competitions.
true.
I was so glad that you brought it up. I think there was in 24 and 24, wasn't he on the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like
Mm-hmm.
he went really far.
Yeah.
And I think Damaris was a baker, more of a baker as well. You know,
Yeah.
this is okay. I loved seeing their competition. So obviously we had, we had to say bye to another team. We had to say bye to Max M names,
Mac and
man.
Max.
Max and
Eminem.
Max. Eminem. Which, I was sad to see them go, but I'm glad that they made that money on that last challenge. Like they won two of the rounds, I think
They got $2,000.
which is a lot of money. I mean, that's a lot of
Yeah.
money. I mean,
I,
and then
I,
obviously,
I
go
love
ahead,
that
sorry.
two teams were neck and neck for meh.
I think it's funny. I don't know. But okay, so we went home, and then we had Connie. Didn't Connie and the Canadians win? The
Yes.
Canadians won, right?
John and Connie did win, yes.
Was this the first one? Okay, I don't remember. Was this the
No,
first
they've
one
won
that
before.
Okay, I was gonna say they won like the second or third episode, but like
yes,
it's been a while since
So
they've
it's
won.
them
Now.
and your team
Yeah.
have won all the big competitions.
Okay. So maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what do you think about the next challenge? Like, what do you think? I know I didn't watch the full preview, so I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not sure exactly what's coming. Okay, do you want to spoil it for me? Obviously we
I
haven't
didn't
seen it,
watch
but
it either. Well, other than I did. It's headed basically the whole hog.
The whole hog.
Whole hog.
Do they just
big?
Do they literally just wait? First of all, do they get to sleep? I think my parents said they're going to get to sleep, but
they got to sleep.
They got to sleep before the big burn.
Yeah. Okay.
And they were told that was their last rest for the entire show.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, I think so. They're not going to sleep again. Okay, because that confused me a little bit. All right, whole hog.
Whole hog.
Whole hog. Literally.
Big pig.
I don't know. How would you guys tackle a whole hog?
One bite at a time.
slowly with determination and temperature control.
Yeah.
First I would Google how to cook a whole hog. Because usually it's splayed out usually.
Yeah. That's what it looks like they're doing, but
flat.
No, I want to see ham hocks. I want to see pig ears. I want to see. I mean, I know
get some jowls. Get some cheek meat going.
I might break it down at some point just to get the different cuts of meat because you get a little bit flavor variations depending on what you're cooking. So,
what part is the pepperoni? Like, if I was going to make a pepperoni, what part of this pig am I eating?
Unsure.
Is it like probably the bad parts, and that's why it's a pepperoni? I don't know. I really like pepperoni, but I know it's pig. I just don't know what part of the pig it is.
Had a staple poke me in the foot.
Oh no! Where did you go?
It's a staple.
But no, I don't know. I'm excited about this next challenge. I just have a feeling it's the finale. I don't know why. I mean, it's because maybe it's not. Maybe it's 3-2.
I mean, there's 3 teams left. 3 teams make sense for a finale. 2 make sense for a finale.
Yeah.
Either way, we're going to see some great cooking because all these teams have been so fun to watch.
This is okay. I don't want to say it's been one of my favorite shows, but it definitely is one of my top 4. Like, I think TOC,
Agreed.
Worst Cooks, 24 and 24, and then this one.
I would second that list.
Yeah. I mean, would you change any? Wait. I think the Canadians have a better chance with the whole hog over the San Antonio team. Didn't he say he's never cut up a whole animal?
Right. Yeah. And have you? Oh my gosh, the knife that John was using looked like a scimitar.
Yes.
Looked like
he had a scimitar, like a curved sword.
And
it looks nuts.
When they were showing the pictures of them and their family at home, it's like, did you see the chunks of meat that they had? Oh my gosh. It's like dinosaur time. So I think they have an edge on this one.
You think the Canadians?
Yeah.
I think they do.
I think I've underestimated them. Yeah.
Isel and Gracie have proven time after time they are consistently good barbecuers.
Yeah.
I'm just worried. It's like we've seen okay, and then this is my team, so I feel like it's like I hope we haven't seen everything. But then you're right with that last the dessert. Yeah. I don't think we've seen everything that they can do. So
I think they got some. Both of them got some tricks up their sleeve.
Oh my God. Well, guys, I just absolutely love it. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we end for tonight?
I want to buy a smoker.
Yes. We should just send a smoker between all three of us. Like, okay, like they just like wheel it this way, and because you have a smoker, don't you, Michelle?
Yeah, we have it's like a 2-door, so one side smoker, one side's the barbecue, and then it also has a burner. But I'm as soon as it cools off a little bit, I'm moving it. I'm putting it in a different area of the yard and new pad and everything else.
Do you use mesquite? My favorite smell is like mesquite and hickory. Like,
we have
I love it.
We have several buckets of different buckets of pellets that we use in it. It's a pellet smoker.
Oh, have you seen the green eggs? Like, I know that those smokers are really good. We had one for, I don't know whatever happened to it.
I think we have I think ours is a
hatched.
Pitmasters.
It hatched. It's a dinosaur now. Wait, did you say? I'm sorry.
I think ours is a pit boss. I'd have to go look.
Okay.
But no, it's a lot of fun to just put it on, but you have to have time and you have to monitor it. My husband likes doing brisket method on tri-tip.
Ooh.
See, they don't have tri-tip down here. And it's like, as everyone was like, what? What's a tri-tip? What? I love tri-tip. Tri-tip's the California thing. And I didn't realize that.
Do you get picana or what is a comparable cut of meat there?
I'm assuming it's that P1 because they just didn't know what. I mean, I've gone on, I've gone into. I will say there's a local San Antonio butcher that's really really good here. I don't remember their name, but oh my God, they did. I think they did have tri-tip, but they said that they were not from Texas originally. So I think that maybe that's why they knew about that type of meat. I don't know. But then yes, Justin needs a smoker for Christmas. Shh, I think that's what I was doing. Yes, but yes, okay. So smokers. Any last thoughts? I just loved this is just the highlight of my week, guys. I just love talking to you guys about this. I learn something every week. I feel like it's like a college course for me. And it's just so much fun to hear. Like
I think I'm gonna have to message Connie and see if I can get a rough on her cheesecake recipe because I want to try that. It looked really because that would work with beets. You would get a bright pink with the beets.
That's like yep.
Sign me up.
Oh my God. And then Matt, anything else? I want to wish both you guys a good semester, but Matt, any last closing things?
Nothing off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Well,
we're still setting up the new house. I'm in the side room. We got my office painted today, so that's fun. I'll have to send you guys the picture.
Yes, please. Oh my God, send to the group chat. Okay.
I'm working on my fair entries because turn-in is for the crafts and canned goods is the 12th.
Oh my gosh.
And then baked goods are 2 weeks after that. So I'm getting my list together, my recipes and all that.
Well, keep us posted. We won't say what you're making, but we'll get excited to hear about it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Okay, wait.
See you, buddy.
I did this wrong last week. No one move. Don't one move. I'm going to do this right. Bye, guys.